going on tour. You know, this has been a long time in the making, hasn't it, Claire?
It has. We've been talking about this for a very, very long time. Probably even back to when we went to the opening night of Mamma Mia many years ago and said, wouldn't this be lovely? But yeah, it's probably been about 10 years in the making to actually get it on a stage and get it on tour. So yeah, it's very, very exciting. Yeah, very exciting.
And what was it that made you want to create a musical? How did that idea come to life?
I think really because of our back catalogue, we're very blessed, we have lots of lovely songs. I think we just felt that they would lend themselves to a musical, and I can't really think of better songs that fit. And I think because we've got so many beautiful melodies and lyrics, and it's all bittersweet, and there's a moment in each song that is perfectly suited to the story that has been written. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Now, talking about the story, it's not a story about Steps the band. No, it's completely different. So, H, tell us a little bit about what we can expect.
You can expect a Greek island.
Lots of quiet.
You're at the wrong show with you. We've thrown you a curveball. It's not on a Greek island. It's
Barry Island.
It actually is. It's at a seaside resort. It's a discount store at a seaside resort, and it's a store that we're all familiar with. There are lots of colourful characters. There are lots of real people with real situations and dilemmas, and there are a group of 4 friends who embark on their summer of love. They have a task that they all have to complete by the time Kaz, our central character, turns 50. And it's very, very exciting. There's ups, there's downs, you'll laugh, you will definitely cry. So there's a lot of surprises in there, but it's something we are so proud of. And best of all, you get to dance to a Steps mega mix at the end. Come on!
We're going to talk about the mega mix later on because it's going to be really, really special, I think, that mega mix tonight. Talking about those characters, bringing those characters to life, what kind of characters did you want that musical to create when you were working with the storyline team?
I think we wanted our audience to see themselves on stage in some sort of format. Now, all our characters, we've got Kaz, as we say, is our main character. She has her birthday coming up, her 50th birthday. We have Robbie, who is in his hookup era. So he's
I cannot relate to that.
He's scared of commitment. So that's his storyline going on. We have Belle, who is in kind of a passionless, settled moment, and it's like she needs more. There's more to life. Don't settle. That's her message that we're going through. And then we have the lovely Nita, who is so painfully shy, and she has the biggest crush on this other guy that is Ben, who works in the shop as well.
Yeah.
And it's trying to encourage her to be her bravest self. Go and tell him. And she's so funny, and she's got this really funny arty crafty side to her as well. There are so many lovely nuggets with each of these characters. It's really fun, and because it's set in the better best bargains.
See what we did there?
I know. It's really fun because, of course, in supermarkets you have your management. Talking about management, we've got lovely Patricia,
Yes.
as well, who is who's played by Fenty, which is a real blessing for us.
Drop the name.
And it's Judy Dench's daughter, isn't it? Anyway,
Dame
Judy.
Dame, no less.
That she's really giving the thumbs up.
She's so much fun. Yeah.
Judy's been!
She was dancing, apparently.
She was,
nice.
What is this?
Did she have a special scene?
Does she? Judy?
Yeah.
Dame Judy, does she pop into the shop?
No. Imagine, that would be really, really good.
Yeah, so we've got some really great characters, and we hope that you fall in love with them too.
Absolutely. Now, you have been really hands-on. Lee, what has it been like getting close up in the rehearsals? Did you feel like you wanted to go and join in?
I think we all do, because we're all just kind of natural performers. We love being on stage, so when you're sitting back and you're watching them, progress through the show, yeah, it's almost like I want to get up there and do it, especially when it's your routines that you've done for 28 years now. But it's been a while for us, and we just love how it's all collaborated together. We love that it's now off the page and it is there on its feet. We're seeing all these characters come to life. We've got a great team in Sean and everybody else, all the creative. So yeah, to sit there and watch it's quite emotional, to be really honest. honest. Yeah, especially tonight's going to be very emotional.
Who's going to cry first?
Claire.
Somewhere around here, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
I think the last time I started crying as soon as we walked into the theatre,
Yes.
and everybody stood up and kind of started clapping. I was like, oh God.
I actually had to tell everybody to sit down in Birmingham because it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but they were cheering, they were clapping and taking pictures, and we were like, we're here to watch the show, and they're waiting to perform, so can you watch the show, please? You know?
I have to say that the last time we all watched it, we held hands and we had a moment and the tears were in the eyes, weren't they? It was really a beautiful moment, so I think tonight will be, we'll be feeling emotional and very proud.
It is, it's like your baby, isn't it? And you mentioned that the Alexandra Birmingham, of course, you know, it got so many brilliant reactions to that.
And reviews.
And reviews as well. I mean, how did that feel for you guys?
Amazing. It was. I remember being on the train on the way home actually after it all happened, and they were telling us like how many tickets we sold in one day. We broke all the box office records that the Alexandras ever had, and then obviously being there ourselves when it came to the Gala night and all that, it was just phenomenal to see the crowd, to see the reaction. We know we've got some good support, and we're very, very lucky with our fans. A lot of you've been there from day one and still there now. You know, all this time later, we are very lucky. There's not many other bands that do that. So to progress our repertoire now into the musical theatre world is, you know what I mean, darling. You know what I mean? You didn't know I knew that word. So yes, it's just phenomenal. You know, we're so proud.
But you've all had musical theatre background as well. You know, it's kind of just come out of your world. Look at that on a stage. There was music.
There was a stage.
And a lot of the songs.
And then I did
had some-
acting.
But again, you know, were you conscious to make it for musical theatre lovers as well as your fans? Because the fans are going to bring it, right?
Anyone?
I'm just checking my mic's on.
Can you hear me?
Oh no, we can't.
Unfortunately, yes.
What was the question?
Musical theatre lovers, were you conscious about making sure that it was right for musical theatre lovers as well? You know, not just the fans?
Oh, we all go to theatre for different reasons. You know, somebody may be a fan of a jukebox musical. I go to the theatre for escapism and pure joy, and that's what you get. You walk into the theatre and you know immediately that you're in safe hands. There's bright pink, there's bright blue, there's glitter everywhere, and we set the scene for a brilliant night, and that for us was so important. And you know, it ticks all the pop boxes, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I handed the mic to Faye because she's probably done more theatre than any of us. So there you go, you're overqualified.
Well, no, I think when doing a musical, and especially a brand new show, it's really, you know, it's a big chance that you're taking. And I think for us, why it's taken so long to come to fruition is because we needed the right creative team behind us, but more importantly, it was the storyline. I think if you don't have the right story, you don't have the right depth to it, and I know that it's steps music, and I know that we, you know, appear to be fluffy and colourful and glittery, but actually the story is just beautiful. It's very light-hearted in places, but it's really real in some places, and I think, you know, bringing reality to the stage is what makes a really brilliant story, and we have such an incredible cast as well delivering it, and I hope that everyone comes out. I mean, you will need a tissue at some point during the show, so just warning you for that, but so many like guttural laughs, some great one-liners, the comedy in it is absolutely brilliant. Sean Kitchener is just the most phenomenal writer, and I think that's why it's going to make a great musical theatre production for anybody who goes to see it, whether they're a Steps fan or not.
Yes.